Oregon State, they ran a lot of plays, misdirection screens, where obviously you guys are being really aggressive getting the quarterback, and they caught you on a few. How aware of you are that going into a game against Rutgers, an offense that has struggled against you guys in the past?
We realized that they kind of caught us off guard with the screens and reverses and stuff, so we've been practicing it more and more in practice and just being ready for it. And now that we have like a good idea, especially after the first game, of seeing screens and reverses, I think we'll be able to read it better now.
How hard is that for you guys personally? Though you're an aggressive defense, you get after the quarterback pretty easily. How hard is it to kind of be aware of that when that's the goal, is to ultimately get to the quarterback?
Yeah, it is hard because I mean, everybody wants to go out there and get to the quarterback, but at the same time, you got to be cautious of the screens because you see how much they can hurt us in games like Oregon State. So it's just kind of being aware of what team we're going up against and what they like to do.
Is that a compliment in a way that teams do try to screen? I mean, we'll try to screen you a little bit to take away y'all's aggressiveness. I mean, in other words, your reputation precedes you.
I would say it's kind of a compliment, but at the same time, I mean, they're just doing what plays work for them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the way I look at it.
Jonathan, coming off of Saturday, did y'all leave there embarrassed about those three big plays, especially? I mean, how would you describe kind of what you had in the pit of your stomach Saturday night? You know,
like our coach said, we wouldn't be embarrassed. Like that's not a thing, because I mean, we wouldn't be embarrassed because we put the work in. It's just kind of just
stuff happens.
Yeah, stuff happens, but we're kind of just angry about it. And, like, know that we can get better and do better from that, and realize that we can play a lot better.
So what's been reinforced over the last today? What was reinforced today about
running to the ball?
Yeah.
Running to the ball, reading screens, reading plays, and just trusting the guy next to you and doing your job.
And gap responsibility, like holding your gap, etc. Because a couple of those broke because of that, right?
Yeah, doing your job.
Yeah. Chase Young and Nick were talking after the game. I just want to get your view on this. It's almost like y'all have this, like, somebody said y'all were extra 1.7 seconds or something getting to the quarterback the other day, or at least making a touch and stuff. What's sort of the goal there? You know what I mean, from an instant pressure thing.
The goal is.
No, what's the goal? What's the goal in terms of pressure on the quarterback? I mean, how many seconds? I mean, less than 2.
It's a race to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Me, Nick, and Chase. I mean, it's a race to the quarterback. Whoever can get there as fast as you can. If it's 1.7 seconds, then 1.7 seconds, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of good defensive linemen. You're obviously rotating as usual, but only 4 guys can start, and you earned one of those starting jobs.
Yes,
Can you describe what that meant to you, and just that you're able to beat out some of these guys?
It meant a lot. I mean, coming from a standpoint that I'm a guy from Columbus, grew up here, raised here, and going out there and starting for Ohio State is kind of like a dream come true. And competing, I mean, I'm playing with the best D linemen in the country. So for me to go out there, just kind of humbling in the fact that it makes me realize that I'm just as good.
Rutgers quarterback's going to be making his second start as a true freshman. When you know that that's the situation, is it different? Do you have a different approach?
No, I feel like we would have the same approach, as just going out there and get to the quarterback any way that we can. I mean, obviously we know he's a freshman, but then again, Rutgers didn't give up a lot of sacks last year, so the goal would be just to get there.
And when you look at the way you guys as a defense played last week, overall played well, but there was a lot of breakdowns. How do you kind of assess that?
It's just doing your job. It was the first game. We have a young defense, and I feel like after this first game, we realize where we're at and what we can do. I mean, it's just looking at those mistakes and learning from them.
So when you were in the film room and they were pointing out, okay, this guy took the wrong angle, this guy, was it like, of course?
What do you mean?
I mean, was it like you watched the film and it was obvious to you guys what you had done wrong, or was it like you weren't sure?
I mean, when we watch the film, our coaches are really good at analyzing and teaching us from what we need to do better here or what we need to do here, so it's good.
Obviously, it was a different day at practice because of who was here. As a player, how did it feel? Did it feel different? Was there more intensity? Was there more of a show because you know who's watching? How did you all view it?
I feel like it felt different because it was really hot today. That's the only thing. I mean, we're emphasizing running to the ball a lot more. Coaches are really getting after us about that and just making sure that we handle our job and do our job extremely well. So breakthroughs and mistakes that happen in Oregon State won't happen again.
The fact that the big boss had an eye on it too?
Oh yeah, I mean the fact that he's back, I mean that was big for us. I mean I feel like our team was happy to see him back, but I mean our coaches are going to bring the same intensity that they had in the beginning until here now.
Is that one of your biggest points of pride from the first game? The fact that you all performed the way you did, considering what you endured as players? The month that you didn't have your head coach, in fact you had to deal with a lot of stuff. Is that your biggest point of pride from the first game? Just handled it and moved on?
We did handle it. I feel like the team and the coaches, we handled it extremely well. A lot better than I feel like other teams would. I mean, especially for not having our head guy. I mean, our coaches told us in the beginning that we were missing one of our guys. So for us to handle that and then go through and then go out and dominate like we did, I feel like that's a big stepping point for us. And now that he's back, it's just going from there.
Jonathon, it was Coach Meyer's first day back. What was the reaction? How did you welcome him back today?
I mean, I gave him a high five, gave him a big hug, and said, "Welcome back, Coach."
And anything as a team, did you guys do anything special or do anything different?
No, not really. I mean, he's back to work.
And was he the same he always has been?
Same coach. We didn't expect him to change.
was there a moment when it was like, he's back?
Kind of. I mean,
what was that?
It's just in the meetings and stuff. When he's standing there, when he's talking, you like, oh, well, there's Coach Meyer, with his input. That's the guy. So, that was basically it.